Hi everybody, welcome to my channel and thank you all so much for joining me today. In case you're new to my channel, my name is Renee with Renee Stained Glass Works, and this is a channel where I like to talk about everything stained glass. So if that's something that interests you, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also click on the notification bell and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And today's video I'm really excited about. It's a video that I've had a lot of requests for. It's a demonstration on how I do some of the wire work that I like to incorporate into my stained glass pieces. You can see behind me, I do have some wire work incorporated into these nightlight pieces. So it's just something I really enjoy doing. I love using multimedia when it comes to my art, and I love sharing my ideas with people and hopefully inspiring people to do the same. So that's what today's video is about. And I also wanted to let everybody know that all of the tools that I'm using in my video, I'm super proud to say, are going to be available on my website, reneestainedglassworks.com, and I'll put the link in the description below for that. And I'm offering free shipping on all of my products. Another thing that I'm really proud of is to be able to offer free shipping. So go ahead on over there and check that out. I'm also offering the wire, the tinned copper wire that I use in my videos as well. So that's on my website. And the tools that I'm offering, these are tools that I use every day. These are tools that are in my toolkit and I stand by. I know it works for me and I wanted to be able to offer that to you guys. So anyway, please check that out. And also don't forget to check out my Facebook page. I do post on there a lot. So go ahead and please give that a like and a follow as well. And I'll put that in the link in the description below. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started on today's project. Okay, so before we get started, I kind of just wanted to go over what I wanted to do today. I'm going to be doing wire work. It's kind of a beginner tutorial for wire work on my stained glass angel right here. And the wire that I'm going to be using is tinned copper wire. I'm going to be using 16 gauge on the body and 14 gauge for the wings. And you'll see my little drawing here. That's kind of how I'm going to make the wings. This is going to be an angel, bell angel. And so I wanted to kind of do like a beginner kind of tutorial on that. And I wanted to talk about the tools that I use and the flux that I use. These are the two fluxes that I really like to use. The Classic 100 Gel Flux and the Novacan Old Masters Flux. The Novacan is a liquid flux, and this is it right here. I like to keep my soldering gun, the tip of it, clean with that. I'll wipe it and dip it into there and then continue soldering. The gel flux is what I actually put onto my my lines when I solder. The reason that I like the gel flux so much is that it's less fumes, and also it's just a nicer solder line. The solder just flows so much nicer with the gel flux. You get a cleaner solder line, no splatter, no burns. It's just super nice. So that's the ones I recommend. And you will find these on my website, reneestainedglassworks.com. You're also going to be able to find some of the tools that I have here today, like the micro flush cutters here. I offer these on my website as well. These work great. They're effortless. They cut your wire so nice. You know, for people that have very sensitive hands or arthritis or carpal tunnel, I have terrible carpal tunnel, and they are just so nice to use. I use these nylon pliers, and I'm going to be offering these cousin nylon pliers for jewelry making. I'll show you guys how I use these with my wire work. I use it to straighten and stretch my wire. I'm offering these ones on the website. These are, oh goodness, I wish I could remember the name of them. I'll put the name in the description, but loop I'm trying to think of it. Loop right pliers. That's what they're called. And I do have these available as well on my website. These are great, you know, for making loops and different, you know, you can see there's different sizes. It's just, I love this tool so much. And then I have this jewelry toolkit from Cousin is the brand. And I use this all the time. This is for my wire work. And I have a separate kit for my jewelry making. And I love them so much. So I have this available as well on my website. And then I thought today I would try the Mr. Penn jewelry pliers. I wanted to see if they were going to be comparable to the Cousin. So I had something, you know, a little bit, you know, less expensive to offer people. So I want to try those out today. I also want to try out these inexpensive plier set that I got from Harbor Freight a while back, and I kind of just want to try it and compare it to the tools that I use and see, you know, how they hold up, how they compare. So yeah, that's my plan today, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to straighten my wire here, and this is how I use the nylon pliers. I'm sorry if the camera jumps. I'm wearing my GoPro and I'm trying to do it without making it too jumpy. So you'll see there it is, more straightened out than it was. And this is kind of the end of the spool, so it's always a bit of a mess. Okay, so this is where, you know, I'm going to go ahead and try these. I said I wanted to, so I'm going to do it. Let's see how they compare. Oops. Little extra goodies in there. Okay, so let's see. Oh boy, these ones are already kind of bent. They're not very, oh boy. Not so good. Wow. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's make a loop-de-loop here. So this is it. This is how I do it, guys. I do nothing special. I literally just, when I shape the wire, I kind of just go with it and go, you can see my chewing up my gloves. But I kind of just mold it to the way that I want it to be. I try to think of the wire kind of like clay almost. Like I want to form it to the way that I want it. And I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I'm sure that if you guys have been watching me that you know that. Let's try their little nippers. No. Wow. No, these are garbage. Wow. Ouch. No. Just no. I don't recommend these. I'm sorry. I can't recommend these. I can't sell them. I can't recommend them. Mr. Penn. Okay, so I know that those are no good. So let's try the Harbor Freight ones. See, they use needle nose pliers, and I like to use round nose pliers. And this is the Cousin brand. Mine are a little rusty. I've had them for a while, and the flux makes everything rust. I do recommend that when you get your new tools, to clean them, you wipe them down with some WD-40 to store them. It'll help prevent them from rusting. And they might come with a little grease on them. You might just have to wipe it off. It's just to protect them, keep them from rusting. I've seen people leave nasty comments about greasy tools. That's why. These are my favorite ones, the Cousin ones. These are nice. But I'm going to try, instead of the round nose, I'll try the needle nose from Harbor Freight. Let's see how that works. But first, what did I do with it? There we go. And also the, I'm going to use the flush cutters. They're really good. I mean, these are good too. I've used the Cousin ones for a long time. But these are my new favorite wire cutters. I mean, it's just effortless. And it's a nice, I don't know if you can see that, it's a nice flush square cut. I don't know if you can see it. So yeah, these things are awesome. And these are really nice too. I really like the Cousin brand. So that's what I'm going to be offering on my website is the Cousin brand jewelry tools for wire working and the micro flush cutters from Pittsburgh. And oh gosh, I love both of those. So you'll see on my website, it's going to say something like, you know, my toolbox, wire working toolbox kit or something like that. You'll see it on there. That's where all of my tools are going to be for wire working. So here's the long nose pliers, or they call them needle nose pliers. Let's see. See how they're kind of flat? I don't know if you can see that. See how they're kind of flat on the one side? And the round nose, they're not like that. They're round on all sides. So we'll go ahead and see how this goes. That's not a good sign. Kind of weak. Which is kind of surprising because this is the same brand of these red flush cutters. I mean, honestly, it's not too bad. It's not bad. I'm surprised because it's so flat on the one side that I'm a little surprised that these work so good. Okay, so these are pretty good. I like these. So far, so good. Those were good. So that's the one side so far. And I'm just going to keep on working. So right here, all I'm doing is just matching this side up with the other side so that they're both even. I don't like having uneven things, and I really don't want to have uneven wings. So this is how I do it. Listen, if that doesn't really bother you, then you don't have to do that. You can do, whatever works for you. This is just how I do it.